So, time to visit the Ascalon Club.
Go back home, idiot!
That was the vampire I saw earlier. This war takes no prisoners. The West End. Never have I felt so sad to be back home. The Ascalon Club. The heart of British vampire society. Not quite as subtle as I expected.
Women's right to vote is only the first step!
Do you know where you are standing right now?
In front of the Ascalon Club, I presume.
The Ascalon Club only summons or ostracizes. What is your business tonight?
I received an invitation. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Welcome to the Ascalon Club, then, Dr. Reed. Please proceed. Lord Redgrave is waiting on you upstairs.
There has been quite a battle here. I'm sure the Ascalon Club has the money to replace the furniture.
Good evening. We repel the intruders for now.
My good friends, if I may have your attention. Behold our visitor, the good Dr. Reed. Newborn of blood so pure and strong that even my friend Fergal Bansher was no match for him.
Here, here, here!
Come forward, young Ekon, for we have so much to discuss. Welcome to the Ascalon Club, Dr. Reed. I am Lord Redgrave, Earl of Bristol and chairman of this exclusive association.
Lord Redgrave.
At last we meet. I've been eager to make your acquaintance. I've heard some astounding things about you. Please accept my condolences for your loss, Dr. Reed.
Thank you, my lord. Lady Ashbury expressed your wish to meet me.
Yes. The lady has always been a...
Yes, she is.
The century...
My lord, do not expect me.
Of course not, and I praise your loyalty.
What do you mean?
I speak of the Skull Plague that threatens London and the country.
The epidemic has escaped the quarantine. You have new...
We don't know for certain, but we can...
Why do you suddenly...
The Ascalon Club only recruits the best, and you...
You want me to find possible sources of the outbreak in the West End?
Ah, straight to the point, like all league...
Talk? Is that the only reason you asked me here?
Well, no. I also wanted to meet the intriguing Ekon.
No, I haven't.
Have no embarrassment, Dr. Reed. We all make mistakes. But whatever your lineage, you are...
What do you mean?
I would like you to become a member of the Ascalon Club, and to...
Before I
Please ask.
What does it mean to be a member?
It means that you swear to protect the interests...
Do you have any official...
No. Of course,
Am I supposed to follow orders?
As founder and chairman of the club, I alone am entitled to make demands of our members. And I do appreciate...
What is the Ascalon?
We follow the credo of William Marshall.
What does Ascalon mean?
Ascalon was the lance wielded by St. George.
William Marshall founded the Ascalon Club.
Not exactly. William Marshall granted me immortality, and I founded the club a few years later.
I killed Fergal, who claimed to be one of yours. Sent to cleanse the East End of all skulls. Will his death...
Do not worry. My priorities have changed.
I agree to join the club.
This is good news. Good news indeed in these crucial times. Let's inform the Assembly formally and proceed with your initiation.
My initiation?
Fear not. Nothing fancy nor dangerous. It is just... My fellow members, dear friends, please gather and welcome this Ekon as one of our own.
Is he worthy? Is his blood pure?
Well, speak, Dr. Reed, in front of the most sacred blood. The blood of our beloved William Marshall, speak now. Will you serve and protect the crown as he did?
Yes, I will.
Then, young Ekon, it is time to testify with your blood. It is time to sign the Book of Allegiance. I know it's awfully gothic and a tad pedantic, but England's traditions are the backbone of our nation. Welcome to the Ascalon Club, Dr. Reed. Take your place among the bearers of the lance.
One of us! One of us!
That went well, did it
I
not?
personally went patrolling.
It is all...
You have the makings of a general, my lord.
I was, though very long ago. Well, not
So why did you really want to?
straight to the point again, young Ekon.
I'm listening, my lord.
According to my spies, you have worked with Dr. Edgar Swansea on the epidemic. And your fight...
You were spying.
Not personally. I read...
Who was Fergal? I don't see him sipping...
Fergal Banshire was my squire of sorts.
No, I mean, what was he? He was clearly no ordinary vamp.
No, he was a Volcod. All muscles and instinct. Quite the rare breed.
You do know I killed him.
Yes.
Will you bear ill will towards me for his...
Of course not. Your victory was quite...
Yes, I'm convinced the recent invasion of frenzied Scals in London is directly linked to the epidemic. This is not the Spanish flu, but something else.
I would be glad to hear more of your discoveries, Dr. Reed, but for now, my main concern is the security of London's inhabitants, both mortal...
What do you mean?
Alarmed by the epidemic, the Guard of Prewen has started a war.
Scals are
I knew I was right to induct you, Dr. Reed. You would not dare lie to me on such a vital topic now.
So,
I want you to investigate the city thoroughly.
and how would you like me to?
By all means necessary, Dr. Reed.
Such an example. Lord Redgrave
Can play with the brave all he wants, but I won't put a foot outside until the Prewen end their hunt.
I think Lord Redgrave just suggested I was sired by an ancient vampire.
Women...
Good evening, miss.
Oh my god, no. Please, Mr. Vampire, don't...
Wait, no. What?
Don't worry, Dr. Reed. I know you wouldn't harm me. Mother told me you were in this part of town and
Your mother?
My name is Charlotte, sir. Charlotte Ashbury. My mother taught me long ago how to recognize the signs that betray a vampire.
I understand she also taught you how to... I'm investigating the sword.
A few days ago, I spotted a strange house while campaigning.
Where is it?
It's the Mullaneys. A nice family.
Goodbye, Charlotte. Give my best regards to your mother when you see her.
She's been quite busy these last few nights. I suspect you may see her before me.
Remember, don't let any strangers come into your house.
Good evening, sir. May I...
Come on, John.
Clarence.
I almost...
I'm investigating...
Infection is everywhere these...
Yes?
Not enough noise.
You need some rest, Clarence. You should try to sleep. Why are vampire hunters sniffing around here? I need to find out what they're after.
Fight for this!
This woman's body has multiple lacerations. They're deep, too. Whoever did this was driven by rage. He had his tongue removed and his eyes gouged out. He was a victim of brutal torture. This one's neck is broken. He was young. Probably the son.
You killed your family.
They mocked my talent!
I've never seen such a radical mutation. Could it be a new stage in the disease's evolution? So, this girl took lessons at the famous Doris Fletcher acting school.
Not a safe place. Right now, sir. It's a leech! Watch out! It's fire!
Good evening, miss.
I am...
Miss, you don't seem well.
No. It...
I'm investigating the source of...
Infection. Infection.
And where is this house?
West of the park. Not very far.
I must go now. Goodbye, Miss Billow.
Between men and women!
Good evening, old
I won't lie to you, Johnny. I'm not aware.
You need some rest, Clarence. You should try to sleep. Good evening, Miss.
And good evening to you.
What do you think about this?
I was raised here.
Yes, I was...
A small...
You were...
Come on.
Is there some...
Too much...
Even if...
I suppose...
What are you doing?
You mean, what do I do outside?
Actually, yes.
Well, if...
Are you a suffragette?
All adult women have...
No need...
Really?
How...
People... She is my...
Have you any reason to be worried?
Recently, Emily started to believe it.
Let me...
Oh, that...
Tell me about your...
What do you want to know?
Who are your... Do you live...
I still...
How...
First...
Did you know she was a vampire when she picked you?
The correct...
What exactly?
Your name and professional.
Does it not scare...
Why should it?
Of course not. You have no...
Good to know.
Your mother...
I believe she...
Do you know why Lady Ashbury chose you to become her daughter?
No, I don't. Each time I ask her that question, she smiles and says it's precisely because I dare to ask such questions.
Do you ever regret that she chose?
Of course not.
Goodbye, Charlotte. Give my best regards.
She's been quite...
It could...
Good evening, old chap.
I won't lie.
When did you escape?
You know what?
I know what you mean.
Of course.
What is this?
I saw terror.
How is your wife, Venus?
We've spent so much time away from each other.
Is everything all right?
Have you forgot what people are like in this part of town?
But you're alive.
Believe me, it's...
How is your wife?
We've spent so much time away from each other.
You need some rest. Hello? Is anyone there?
Jonathan, is that you? I did not know you were back in London. Oh, my dear Johnny, I'm so sorry.
Thank you, Venus. May I come in?
I was going to bed, actually.
I'm sure you can spare me a few minutes.
Of course you may enter. I'm so sorry for your loss, Jonathan.
It's a pleasure to see you.
So you returned from the war in one piece?
How is the old run?
Probably outside. Chased.
How have you been since...
I've done my duty. Like all Brit...
I understand.
Yes.
I'm investigating this...
The McPhersons. I heard they lost...
They could just be afraid of getting sick.
Perhaps you're right. But if I were you...
Goodbye for now.
I'm so sorry for your loss, Jonathan. You survived the Great War. I feared the worst.
It's locked. That building is under quarantine. Could this be what I'm looking for? It's locked, all right. I cannot enter.
I ought you to step back! Oh no!
It's locked. So the husband had an affair with Doris Fletcher. Doris Fletcher seems to be the missing link here. It can't just be a coincidence. I should go to her acting school. I cannot enter. Are you all right?
The bastard hit the wall next to me. I don't...
If you've been hurt, I can help you.
Name's Albert. Remember it. Now,
Goodbye, young man.
It's not... We have to stop it! No shipping.
It's locked. There's an open window on the second floor. I should be able to get in through that.
Woe to you, nations of hypocrites. For in front of you stands the tall queen. You can but...
Can that be Doris Fletcher's voice? Where does it come from?
For I am raised through hate, but I offer only love. But I offer only love. Who are you? You who dared enter my realm? Are you here to worship or mock me?
I'm here to put an end to the vampire epidemic, Miss Fletcher.
Ah. But Doris Fletcher is no more. She was consumed by this putrid flesh that now enshrouds her.
You feel anger for what happened to you, but I can help you. I'm a doctor, Miss Fletcher.
Doris Fletcher is no more. All that remains are the dreams of the queen she was, and the queen she'll be. Until then, all shall die, for that was her final wish. Woe, and I summon thee, my children of the night. Bite, maim, spit, kill! Your hand! Wait. I beg you, wait.
What?
I don't want to die.
And I did not come to kill you, Miss Fletcher.
Will you spare me then? Save this cadaverous carcass of mine. Does your heart beat a little faster now? You fancy me then, Doctor?
No, Miss Fletcher. My dead heart will beat for only one.
Ah! Is she pretty? Is she sweet and tender?
To me, yes.
Ah! I hate her already.
I know. And this is partly why you must be destroyed.
But you just said...
That I did not come here to kill you, yes. But I realize now the threat you embody must be stopped.
Will I be remembered? Will you?
You were Doris Fletcher, the greatest actress of her generation. No one can take that from you.
Thank you. And farewell. Ah! Ah! Ah!
Farewell, Doris.
Bravo! So dramatic. I love it.
McCullum!
How strange I seem to find you whenever I'm inquiring about that skull infestation.
I mean you no harm.
I'm not here for you. But once I put all the pieces of the puzzle together, I'm sure we'll have a little chat, you and me.
Stay away from me, McCullum. You and all your war dogs.
That I can't guarantee, Dr. Reed. But I'll let you go. For now.
I should probably leave the theater right now. The West End should be safe now. But London is not. It would be wise to benefit from the Ascalon's protection, while I continue my research during the Great Hunt. These people want me dead. I need to leave now. So Doris just needed to be close to her audience to infect them. Contagion through skin. Very disturbing.
This is now my domain, young...
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
I think I'm fine. For what?
You don't have to.
I am to...
You're not going...
It's sick.
Goodbye, Mr. Kimura. Take care.
Look lively! It's on to...
Elizabeth, what are you doing here?
I've been formally asked to witness your triumph, my dear.
But it's you who insisted I join the Ascalon.
Please forgive my giddiness. I'm just overcome by the thrill of finally being allowed within these hallowed halls.
You certainly have an inquisitive mind.
And the same to you, Jonathan Reed.
Welcome back to the Ascalon Club, Lance-Bearer. Please, tell us the good news.
My hypothesis was correct. Doris Fletcher was the source of the contagion in this part.
And you cleansed her before the hunters, I've been told. Well done, Dr. Reed. You thrust your lance and...
But some question...
The important thing is, we won a maid...
Thank you, my lord.
Now,
I'm listening.
It's time for you to perform a most sacred duty.
Recruit a new vampire? Are you sending me on some sort of...
Not exactly. I want...
I'm sorry.
Are you questioning my orders?
No. It's just...
The rebirth of Aloysius Dawson.
How would you like me to proceed?
Aloysius is waiting for you at the Dawson estate.
Before I...
All right.
Why?
Because he is about to die. And he just...
Does he know
He can't wait to become your progeny, Dr. Reed.
Did he...
No, I did.
You invited Lady Ashbury.
Not allowed as members, no.
So it's a temper.
Something of a bargain.
How would you like...
Don't worry. Aloysius has had many...
So shall I just...
Yes.
Is that...
Our blood alters...
Goodbye.
Are you all right, Jonathan? I see. And have...
I'd like your advice.
The real question here is, why has his look...
Do you think it's some sort of trap?
Do you really want to know what I think about this?
I do, yes.
To make an immortal of a soulless blackguard like Aloysius Dawson will only lead to a disaster for London. The man is already dead inside.
Should I refuse? Perhaps politely suggest that Lord Redgrave turn the man into a...
Don't you dare, my dear. According to what I've recently discovered, his lordship could kill you for even broaching the subject.
Really? Why?
I've recently found proof that the Earl of Bristol is of lesser
Please tell me more about your...
As long as you lower your voice.
What would you have me do about Dawson?
The man is dangerous. Did you know he plans to build a wall to separate the healthy rich from the sickly poor?
What would you do?
The man's dying already.
What would happen if I made Dawson...
You would add a powerful immortal into a suffering world. An immortal who already craves authority.
Maybe I could teach him control, like you taught me. Lead him down the...
Mr. Dawson spent his life searching for a way to cheat death. I'm sure he has spent decades dreaming of...
Are you sure your information about Redgrave is correct? He says he's the progeny of the great knight William Marshall, who lived...
That's a lie. Lord Redgrave is unable to create anything but skulls, if the poor soul survived.
How can you be...
I made the acquaintance of a most...
Why so vindictive?
Forgive me, Jonathan, I hate...
Which is? Goodbye for now, Elizabeth.
Goodbye, my dear. Please, be careful.
It looks like vampires have to obey Mendel's laws when producing progeny. Powers pass from one generation to another. That's why Dawson wants me to sire him. I cannot enter. I should find another way to get into the neighborhood. I think this passage could lead me close to Aloysius Dawson's mansion.
Don't you know better?
It's locked, all right. Louise's father was determined to find and save her. Good evening, sir.
Dr. Reed? Dr. Reed?
Is there anything...
No, it's just...
I think...
That's odd.
I'm afraid... What can you tell me?
I've heard this is a man who has searched for his place in the world.
Goodbye, Mr. Baker.
Good evening, sir.
I'm Dr. John...
I'm
I'm here on my own, sir.
Then we have the same objective, sir.
Do you know anything in particular about a man called...
Who doesn't know the man?
What else can you tell me?
Aloysius Dawson is exactly the kind of...
Goodbye, Detective Inspector Albright.
Goodbye, Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm sure...
It's locked.
Jonathan Reed. At last we meet. The cards warned me you would visit tonight.
I beg your pardon, sir. Do I know you?
Of course you do. Our mutual friend...
You are the leader of the Brotherhood, are you not?
Primate of the Brotherhood of St. Paul.
The cards told you...
Yes, they tell me everything.
Is there anything you could tell me?
Aloysius Dawson.
He's not the only one. It's been...
True. Aloysius was a member of the Golden Dawn until 1900. Then his thirst for dark knowledge grew. I'm talking forbidden texts, readings which blackened his heart.
Goodbye, sir. Until we meet again.
I rarely wander. Fool and the Empress. Again. What are the cards trying to tell us?
Dr. Reed.
Goodbye, Detective.
Goodbye,
It's locked, all right. Good evening, sir.
Yes, please.
That's all you need?
Well, is it not important to know?
I suppose you're right.
I am Agam.
What can you tell...
You should ask...
Goodbye for now, Mr. Baker. Good evening, Mr. Baker.
Why do I always have feelings of deja...
Goodbye, Mr. Baker.
Hello again.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Baker.
Good evening.
How do you measure the amount of blood on my hands?
I told you. The guards...
Is it possible to tell me?
A vampire's fate is much more delicate to read.
All right. Let me...
The walls of your prison have already been raised, Jonathan.
May I ask you about the brother?
Of course. But I must...
I know there is no love lost between the
It was 1801. The Brotherhood was...
What was the nature?
The problem was that both sides considered the...
Who founded the Brotherhood?
That's precisely the kind of question I cannot answer.
So you're not just a club of academics?
Once upon a time, very...
Can you read the...
Are you sure you want...
Yes, I am.
It will cost you 150...
Here is the money.
The Hermit.
Tell me about yourself.
I'm for most a charlatan.
Some believe you to be a vampire. Who?
The guard of Priwen. Who else?
Did they steal?
A person.
Do you want your...
If you ever...
Can you read the card?
Put the money...
Perhaps later. Goodbye, sir. And
I rarely... Cards never lie, but they are never easy to read.
I can't help you, sir. Perhaps you should talk with...
Good evening, Miss Price. I'm Dr. Reed.
Dr. Reed? Yes.
Good to see you.
Oh, yes.
Have you ever met the
Yes.
What do you mean?
He said he was ready to pay good money for rare books, and then laughed at what we showed him.
Do you enjoy working with your mother?
Oh, yes, Doctor.
Do you ever think about getting married?
Oh, no, Dr. Reed. Mum always says I'm still a child who has no...
Goodbye, Carol.
Good morning. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Miss Price.
Dr. Reed, I didn't know...
Always...
Too long.
Do you know Aloysius Dawson?
Everybody knows him.
Did he buy...
No, he left quickly. He almost laughed at my good.
But isn't Aloysius Dawson known...
That was before his brother Robert died in an aeroplane.
May I look at...
It's always a... I hope you can stay a little longer this time.
I am sorry, I can't help you, sir. Perhaps you should talk with someone else instead.
Dr. Reed.
Goodbye, Detective Inspector Albright.
Good.
I cannot enter.
Good evening, Mr. Tell me about it.
We are waiting.
And why?
Because we need to...
Why do you want to...
I'm not really sure.
Can you tell...
As you...
Please.
Do you like this?
I don't know.
You didn't answer my question, sir.
And what do you...
I stopped...
Tell me more about...
I just...
Goodbye, Mr. Baker.
It's locked, all right.
Good evening.
You know you can call me Carolyn.
Do you know...
Everybody knows him. He's only been to my shop once, though, looking for rare books and other intriguing antiques.
Did he buy something from you?
No, he left quickly. He almost laughed at my goods. Mr. Dawson may be a rich man, but you can't buy good manners.
But isn't Aloysius Dawson known for his philanthropy?
That was before his brother Robert died in an aeroplane crash. Since then, the remaining twin has turned into a heartless tycoon.
Does your
Have you not seen Carol since you returned?
So you're less afraid?
Some things never change.
You have every reason.
Maybe you could...
Why would...
She does not...
Goodbye for now, Miss Price.
I hope you can stay a little longer this time.
Good evening, Mr. Baker. Pericles, tell me why your brother disagrees with your...
Agamemnon is...
At least you both have the same difficulty
But is that not a common problem for all mortals?
What can you tell me about...
If you are searching for a pleasant chat, you should speak with him instead of wasting your time with me. He's always been the more gentle of us.
That's it? That's all you can tell me about him?
For the time being, true.
And what do you do?
I stopped working when I decided to leave.
But what were you doing before?
Does it really matter anymore? Considering the past seems so pointless to me. I have lived in this city all my life.
Who are you waiting for? I'm sure he has a name.
I really can't answer that question, since I don't know that person.
And why is that?
This person is mostly my brother's acquaintance. I don't even know his real name. Only that this man could help us leave this city.
But why would you need this person's help?
Well, I thought we should have left...
Goodbye, Mr. Baker.
Hello again.
May I ask what...
I don't know.
You must have your...
From what I have...
What can you...
It's the...
Why is that?
Because I'm...
I still enjoy living in London.
Then I am sincerely...
May I ask why you've not gone or...
I believe fear.
What can you tell me?
He's older than me.
Is that all?
Pericles is very attached.
Who are you waiting for, exactly?
The more I think about it, the more I believe it's not exactly a person we are waiting for.
But what else could it be?
I don't know. A feeling? An event?
I'm afraid I'm not following you.
Have you ever felt like life trapped you in a...
Trap?
At least it will give us the chance to be free.
Goodbye.